It's time for what card fans all around the world have been waiting for. Welcome to the main event. We got a box of UFC cards here. All right, pretty excited about this. I'm a big UFC fan. Not only is this my first UFC cards, this is like my first box of like new cards in the new era. So I've told my story a bunch of times when it comes to card collecting, but these are cards I opened up from this box earlier, and then I have ones that aren't open, so we'll go through the ones I already open as I talk here. And this is kind of just a podcast. I kind of just rant as we open cards. I don't always go over them. But we did get Islam. We did get the champion in the first pull. The first card here was Islam, and I was super excited about that. He's coming off that knockout, that head kick knockout. How awesome was that? He had already fought the guy, and they fought to a decision, and he fought Volkanovski, and then he knocks him out with a head kick, and he's known as a wrestler. So that is super, super exciting. The other good card I got is Paulo Costa. That's a pretty good one. Not sure if Ozdemir is where he's at. He was fighting for a title last time I was super into MMA. I come and go with MMA. I follow it pretty closely, and then I kind of forget about it sometimes. It kind of just depends on what's going on with it. I used to watch it like every fight when it was BJ Penn and Matt Hughes and Chuck Liddell and those guys. So I know most of these guys. So this is what the packs looks like. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that was 6. 6 packs. So this is new to me. Opening new cards. You know, you have autographed and parcels and, you know, refractors and all these like specialty cards. And that seems to be the game with new cards. There's 2 types of collecting when you're collecting for value, and that is day trading or long holds, you know, holding the card for the long run. And that's kind of what I do. I collect legends, and I collect cards that I think are going to be the most memorable card in, you know, 10 years. Here's Stipe. First card, right off the bat, we got the champ. We got the heavyweight champ. Not the heavyweight champ anymore. He's supposed to be fighting this weekend against John Jones. And John pulled out. John pulled out again, huh? Surprise, surprise. I think that's the 4th time John has pulled out of a fight. That shouldn't be a shocker at this point. John pulls out with a injury this time, not a drug charge. But we got Stipe Miocic, the firefighter. That is a cool card. He is the reigning, defending heavyweight champion. So he has the most heavyweight belts, the most competitive division. The division that the belt has changed hands the most is the heavyweight belt. So that is awesome. Lucas Almeida, I think that's a good card. Jim Miller, I like Jim Miller. He's the bonus king. And yeah, Gastelum, that's a cool card. I like Gastelum. Gastelum is quite the fighter. He's really, really good. So yeah, this is a little new to me. So, you know, the game with the day trading is, yeah, when Gastelum's hot, you know, and this looks like, you know, it's kind of a fancy card. I'm not really sure. Then you see what they're moving, and then you try to move them. And, you know, the prices get crazy. I do the opposite. I do legends. So I go after the guy that's going to be the most memorable. Who's going to be the most memorable UFC fighter? Is it going to be Stipe? I don't think so. Is it going to be Chuck Liddell? I don't think so. Now, Chuck was like the first super popular MMA fighter. Is it going to be Conor McGregor? Is it going to be Ronda Rousey? Is it going to be Brock Lesnar? Yeah, I think so. I think those are the ones that are going to be the most memorable. It's not always about being the GOAT. I think that helps, but it's about being the most memorable. Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he might very well be the best basketball players ever lived. Will Chamberlain and himself, Jerry West, those are some of the guys from the old time that are they're just known. I just know those guys' names. I know who Elgin Baylor is. I know his name. I don't know much about him. I couldn't tell you what team he played on. So, you know, you collect who you like. And, autograph. Who is that? We got an autograph. See, this is brand new to me. Lupe. I don't know who this is. Lupe And the reason I don't say the names because I can't read the names. I'm not good at reading. But yeah, there we go. We got our autograph card. So I don't know who she is. I'm not super. Have to check that out. But yeah, that's the game with these cards. You collect, and that's brand new to me. It's brand new to me. What I like to do is to speculate in 100 years. You know, when I'm 80 years old, who's going to be the hot card? When I was a kid, I collected Wayne Gretzky and Michael Jordan because I thought those were going to be the hot cards. It turns out I was right. It turns out, you know, I had Wayne Gretzky rookie cards. I had Michael Jordan rookie cards. I missed the whole boom, and my family members who were holding my cards ended up selling my cards, and they didn't really know what they were doing, and they didn't like the fact that I collected cards and used their, yeah, Cowboy Cerrone. Yeah, I love Cowboy. That's awesome. That will go in the personal collection. So yeah, it's all about fun for me and all about the, you know, the fighters and the cards I like. That's really what I care about more than flipping it for a buck. If I had a card that I made $1 million off of, do you know where that $1 million would go? It would go right back to buying cards. That's where it would go. It's just what I would do with it. I wouldn't go buy a fancy car or something like that. I would buy a bunch of cards and a bunch of other memorabilia and collecting stuff. I like collecting. I used to collect newspapers. I used to collect Sports Illustrated, so Michael Jordan's. I used to collect shoes, and I just had trunks and things like that in my parents' basement, and they finally got rid of them. They just don't like it. Some people don't like hoarders. I don't know. Mark Coleman. There we go. That's a cool card. So, anyways, I don't know. I guess I like the story. I guess I like the chase a little bit, but I like the memory and things like that. So, that's what I do it for. All right, right off the top here, we have Chimaya. Chimaya, that's a good card. I think he will be champion coming up here shortly for sure. Dominic Cruz. Dominic Cruz is quite the announcer. He was very good as a fighter. Probably the best 135 pound. I think hands down the best 135 pound champion. Now they say, you know, Aljamain, and then they're, you know, saying here's Kobe. They're saying Sugar Sean, but I think Dominic was the best. And then talking about GOAT, yeah, there we go. We got Khabib. Khabib is quite good. And then we got Emmett. And then our last card here, we have probably the GOAT of the women's. Probably Amanda Nunes. So yeah, or Nunes. I said Nunes. That's what Chael Sonnen calls her. But yeah, this is quite the pack. This is a nice little pack to end our little card haul. This is a nice, cool Josh Emmett card. That's a cool card. And we got Khabib. Wow, look at this pack. This is a Neil Magny. Oh no, Leon Murphy. Looked like Neil Magny. I don't know who that is. And we got Kobe, and we got Dominic. So yeah, talk about GOATs right here. You got Dominic, probably the best 135 pounder ever. You got Khabib, possibly the best overall, best fighter ever. Possibly. You could put him. You could put George in there. You could put Anderson in there. You could obviously put John in there. But John, man, he just pulled out of another fight. 4 fights he's pulled out of. I don't know. I'm over John. Just not. I don't know. He just pulls out of fights, man. I don't care if it's injury. I don't care if it's steroids. I don't care. You do it enough times, man. Enough is enough already. But you got Chimaya, possibly. You know, could be a great. And then you got Amanda. So yeah, that's quite the pack. Quite the pack. Not sure if these cards are gonna move. I don't know, man. That's not super exciting to me. Yes, it is nice getting money, like having something of value, and then other people seeing that to have value is cool and is fun. We'll put some of the others here, and I'll put together winning circles. And as always check out the Hedge Card Manager on eBay. I put up a lot of these cards. And now's the time to get cheap cards. Now is the time to buy. You can buy cheap cards all day long, and that's what I like to do. And then I also like to buy packs and boxes and things like that. They call these boxes, but really, you know, it's just a couple packs here. So yeah, we got some good cards here, and that was quite the fun box. I have 2 more boxes of UFC cards. I'll save those for another video. But until then, yeah, Thanks for checking out the unveiling, and then yeah, make sure you check out Hedge Card Manager on eBay. All right, we'll see you soon.